There is a battle that few confess, but many face in silence. It is not just a temptation, it is an inner war. The Apostle Paul, the great hero of faith, wrote something that might describe exactly what you feel today. I do not understand what I do. For what I want to do, I do not do, but what I hate, I do. Romans 7:15. How can someone so-called, so used by God, struggle like this? Today, you will discover a truth that transforms. Your struggle with lust is not a sign of your defeat, but of the purpose God is calling you to. And what you will hear here, other videos don't say. Throughout Scripture, there is a pattern we cannot ignore. David, a man after God's own heart, fell to lust for Bathsheba. Joseph, called to save nations, was tested by Potiphar's wife. Samson, anointed with supernatural power, was weakened by passions outside God's will. Do you notice something? These were not random failures. They were attacks targeted at the exact place where the enemy saw the most potential. When God has a calling on your life, the enemy doesn't respond with light resistance. He attacks where he can most derail your destiny. In 2 Corinthians 12:7-9, Paul speaks of his thorn in the flesh, a struggle that persisted, even though he prayed 3 times for God to take it away. But instead of removing it, God responded, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." What if the same applies to you? What if God hasn't taken this struggle away? Because through it, He's teaching you humility, dependence, and grace. C.S. Lewis spoke of his zoo of desires. St. Augustine prayed, "Lord, make me pure," but not yet. Even Mother Teresa confessed to spending years in spiritual darkness. What made them spiritual giants was not the absence of struggle, but how they responded to it. The struggle was part of the process, not the obstacle. Ask yourself, what part of my calling is being attacked? My leadership? My future purity? My testimony? Instead of hiding, return to God. Like Paul, say, "When I am weak, then I am strong." 2 Corinthians 1:4 says that we are comforted so we can comfort others. Your pain can be medicine for someone else. It's not just willpower. It's the grace that lifts you and the practice that sustains you. Surrender, prayer, surrender again. David failed, but from that failure came one of the most powerful psalms. "Create in me a clean heart, O God." What if your story is still being written? What if this struggle is not the end, but the chapter God will use to show His grace? This week, don't just pray, "God, deliver me from this temptation," but rather, "God, show me the purpose behind this struggle. Teach me how to use it for your glory." Write in the comments what God reveals to you. You might be giving hope to someone who thinks they're alone. And if this spoke to you, subscribe. We're bringing biblical truth for real struggles every week.